My stars, reading time. All right, let's see what is lingering around this beautiful main collective. All right, what's around you guys? Air. Okay, caution. Maybe you're in high alert right now. Find out more information. Try not to overwork yourself. First card being caution. This collective, you're clearly stuck in the mind at the moment. You're feeling overwhelmed. Okay. Distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Maybe this is what you're really trapped in your mind about at the moment. You're trying to balance yourself out. There could be a detail with sexuality tied to this, but also trying to figure yourself out emotionally. Hold on, I want one more for this caution. Why are you in caution? Yeah, you've been waiting a long time, so I think it ties into that distance. You've clearly been very patient, especially with whoever's on your mind. And I think it's starting to really get under your skin, this collective. Hold on a second. I just want to get a couple of these. How are you feeling right now? What's going on right now? Yeah, you're trying to walk away. Okay. You're trying to detach. You're going within, silence, self-reflection, thinking something's over, especially if it's been a long time with someone and you haven't heard from them. You're really thinking it's done. This collective, you really are trapped in your mind, which makes me think, if you know, when you come across something, let it be a photo or you've heard something, and then that overwhelm comes and you're like, and you just feel really silly. Like, that's the kind of emotion I'm feeling. So I feel the right collective, because you've got here grounded, wanting to root something, like put in roots with someone here, but you're thinking past life connection or not, if it's evolving or not. I need to focus on myself. I've got to stop fixating on something I've got no control over. You're really trying to turn to source right now, connection to source. Just that I feel something's happened. Okay, because if you've been holding on, and I don't think it's just the time that's like you're in like research mode, detective mode. So I think for the right collective, something's come across your table, and you're trying to ground what you feel. Maybe it's really started to illuminate some of the things maybe you thought you had healed. It's like it's resurfacing. Stalemate. So this energy, standoffish, non-committal, delay tactics, blocked, refusing to compromise. This stalemate energy is not flying for this collective. And this is, I'm trying to tap into your main focus. Whatever's been stuck in your life, especially to do with stalemate, you are hitting your brink right now. Okay, you're trying to find balance in what you're feeling. But hold on, Salem's at the door. Hold on. Sorry, she was at the door. Like, this is a main focus for you and you're frustrated. Elephant, maybe you're seeing this as a big fat obstacle right now. Maybe you had a very vivid dream that activated this emotion as well. You know, those dreams that feel very real. And I have to say, this just came to my mind because this is what's around you. And there's a reason I had that deviation. Maybe you found something. And I always say about Pandora's box, and this is why I tell you guys, don't be in detective mode. Don't be looking at profiles or trying to work out where this person is in life, because 9 times out of 10, you guys end up finding something that you're not ready to see, and it makes you very overwhelmed and it makes you extremely frustrated. And this is the kind of emotion it stirs up. Okay, I always say things will come full circle. Things will be revealed when they're meant to from source. Pandora's box is dangerous, okay? And if you're someone in your shadow that you've been trying to heal, you are a little bit of a detective. You're a little bit of a prior. You like to gather information. That's something that needs to be healed. So you get the temptation, the magnetic pull. Source is testing you. Are you giving in to that urge? Because we shouldn't have that in our soul. It means we distrust people, right? And they'll only give you so many chance, and then they're going to make you walk through that fire. So for this collective, if you haven't found something out from prying, maybe this is finding you as well, and you've been having temptation, should I look, should I check, to not. Okay, so I'm going to say it, it's come to my mind. But whatever's going on with this collective, you're trying to have your wits about you. And believe it or not, this is, I know I said obstacles, but this card's about removing obstacles. So you might not see that right now, but whatever's happening, it's clearly trying to remove something out of an emotional block. They're trying to remove it for you. Or as well, maybe you're in the mind frame. This is just a big fat block. I need to remove this obstacle. This person is a roadblock in my life. Oh, you're on target right now. Just be careful. I can't get past this first card. Gathering more information. Just I've already given my opinion on that. Maybe you need to switch your focus a little bit, this collective, because I just feel either it's come across your table or it hasn't. It's about to. It's going to overwhelm you, and it doesn't need to. There's a lesson in it. Okay. What's this? Let it be. Yeah. The right collective, you're wanting to find your innocence again. You're wanting to... I'm going to say it. It's like, I just want to be happy. You're trying to find a new perspective on your emotion, but I just feel the right collective. You just feel stuck. It really is that question. Am I ever going to heal this? When's this emotion going to change? Why does this keep coming over me? It's like every time you hit that kind of carefree mode or you're just feeling lighter, it's like bloody steam train, boom, hit with emotion again. And I feel the right collective. It's like you're being way too hard on yourself. It's like you're extremely frustrated, trying to force the river when you should just be letting it flow. People that start this healing journey, you do not change in a few weeks or a few months. It's a lifetime worth of trauma. It takes time, and you can't be hard on yourself. Heartache's a hard thing to get through as well. I talk about it all the time. It's okay to feel pain. It's okay to feel anxiety. It's how we approach that emotion. And believe it or not, because you're in the midst of it, you might be feeling you're not dealing with it any differently, but you clearly are. Because there's self-realization about how this overwhelms you. You're seeing this for what it is. You see that it's very standoffish, non-committal, like you're not silly. Okay, so it might not feel like the emotion's shifting, but your perspective on the emotion is probably a lot different to what your perspective was last time this emotion came over you and hit you so intensely. With every letdown in your energy, you're trying to be positive, which is, it's beautiful. Might not feel like it, but you are improving this energy. Tree. Oh, there's a catalyst happening in your heart right now. But you are ignited. Okay, they're saying just breathe. Just breathe. Trust in your team. Trust there's a reason this is coming over you. Whenever emotion just hits us like that steam train, there's a reason for it. And this collective, you want so much to heal this. So for us to heal it, we need to walk through it. It's the only way. So if it keeps coming up, believe it or not, it's healing you in the process. Okay. Stalemate. This is about 50-50 things are fluid. I think this is what does your head in. You get the strength to see it for what it is, but then again, because it doesn't make sense how much you still love this person, you try and make sense of it, okay? And then you come in and out of seeing the situation for what it is and then letting your mind take over you, okay? And then you start questioning and you come in and out, and that's when the frustration starts. I see this a lot in the divine community, and I talk about the 4D mind a lot. This collective, you've clearly envisioned a happy ending with this person on your mind, right? But all you've been shown in the physical, so not up here, but in the physical, is stalemate. My advice, just seeing this, and this might help this collective, and it's not going to work straight away, you need to be on top of the energy. If all you have seen is this, so you haven't seen any, emotional change, you haven't seen any movement from this, if you've put it in the category of divine or not, you just need to take things as kind of fact right now, to not overwhelm yourself, because your anger, believe it or not, your frustration, it's more how long you've waited here. Emotional distance, being patient, this and that. But as soon as you go back into thinking, oh, this will work out, this will change, this will improve, this will this, instead of just seeing, this is what I'm being shown, this is what sends havoc in your mind. It's holding on to the expectation, it's holding on to the what if, okay? Until you see change physically, you've got to let go of the what if. I know that's hard to hear, but this is what gets you upset, clearly, okay? Going into your mystic abilities, your psychic abilities, this is what throws you off here. You try to have more compassion for this person than you do for yourself. And you know it. You can see it in this energy. And I have to say, I'm not saying that this is wrong. I'm not saying your psychic abilities of what you've envisioned is wrong. I'm not saying that. But for the right collective, you holding on to what you've envisioned, not what you're getting tangibly, evidence, not what you're actually seeing, is what's sending this collective out of alignment. And you keep asking yourself, why? Why do I this? Why am I waiting? Da, 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 da. You're waiting because of what you've created in your mind, is all I'm trying to get at. Okay, and I'm not saying for you to hold on to anger, it's just seeing what's been shown to you, okay, because this, believe it or not, actually creates more anger and frustration instead of just accepting the situation for what it is. Because if this person's standoffish, if this person is, it really is that stalemate. I don't think this person's intentionally, prodding at you and, giving you fake promises, and I just feel they're literally stuck. Stalemate, silence is what I'm hearing. So it's like you're creating anger and frustration when this person is literally doing nothing. Okay, this reminds me of ghost energy. I don't think this person is intentionally pulling you on a string, the right collective, okay? But because you're not getting movement, you're angry at them and you're angry at yourself. Obstacles. Beautiful. So maybe there's something, let's just side note, because this is your main focus. Maybe the universe, our creator God, whoever you pray to, they're trying to accelerate something with your abundant flow right now. They're trying to get you to shift your focus. This elephant card is actually quite beautiful, especially with this overflowing abundance from tears of sorrow to tears of joy. So I feel they're trying to put something on your path that can, make you stop focusing so much on this. And I want to make it clear, I said it before, I don't think this is a main focus for you every day. I think this has just come over you for maybe a lesson to see how you're dealing with this emotion and fighting the logic and the left to the right side of the brain continuously over this connection. I'm going to be honest, from the energy connected to you, I think my point is the right collective. I'm not saying they didn't break your heart. I'm not saying they haven't put distance here. I'm not saying that there wasn't fault on their end, but I just don't feel that this person has done anything to you since whatever this separation is to make you this it's more just like this, let go, I need to let it be, this is over and done, this is, unless it's something you found out from being a little prior, okay, or again it's just the time. I just don't feel that like they're a terrible person. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And don't get like, I can tap into some messy energy. I just think this person's stuck emotionally. I just don't think they're showing their cards at the moment. Okay, we will break it all down, but there's something about fulfillment. Okay, they're wanting you to have an emotional release, so they're trying to open up a passage in your life right now where it can feel very abundant. Okay, especially internally of the mind, body, and soul. So maybe again, just different perspective. Whatever is accelerating in your life in a beautiful way, whatever makes you feel happy in your life, let it be. And I'm feeling this is something to do with work. I think it ignites a spark in you. Maybe that's what you just need to focus on right now, because I'm feeling this row is something you've got control of. This is something that you can, it's something that's not out of your control, where this situation is clearly out of your control. So let's not put all the energy into what's out of your control. Let's put all the energy, mind and heart, into what is in your control. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There's something very big here I think is trying to be released. Archer. Ball and chain. So it's just making you very heavy. So you're on target, right? So all your focus, like we just said, is something that weighs you down. Let's switch your focus. That's the biggest thing I'm seeing from this. Hold on a second. I want to get universal messages quickly for this. This energy is showing your codependence. Okay, but they're also showing, look at how heavy this makes you feel. Why are we focusing on it? Okay, makes you trapped, it restricts you. Addictions, it creates an addictive thought pattern. You might even, especially if you've been working on addictions, are you falling back into maybe things that you've been trying to change when you focus a lot on this person? They're trying to show you, especially, that's sticking out for me. If you've been on a path of sobriety or making good changes in your life, and then when this person overwhelms you, they can swallow you whole. Your higher self is trying to show you your codependence still on companionship, and how when things aren't going right, it can just take a part of your heart away. Okay, and I'm not saying this to upset anyone, but it's just very clear here. When this collective is focused on the wrong thing, you've got caution. You work yourself up so you get in a tangent. It's like you get this erratic franticness when your anxiety kicks in, okay? This is far greater than just this person makes me feel this way. They're trying to show you what still needs to shift when you get overwhelmed in the mind. It's that nourishing your shadow, believe it or not. You're metamorphosing, so you need to walk through it to be able to heal it, okay? Remember, when you glow, when you're full of your optimism and you have that bounce, you attract so much in. But when, and again, this is why they're wanting you to focus on this, but when you're focusing on things, unfortunately, that really overwhelm you, it's like your sparkle, your glow gets diminished, and you probably do find that you end up having roadblocks when it comes to finances and They're trying to show you this makes you happy, so let's focus on this so we can get your sparkle back in your soul, okay? They're trying to answer your prayers right now. And I always say a broken record, when we have big pivotal lessons like this of emotion, it's the cake period, right? So we bake as we're healing. Now we come out to rest, right? And this is when emotional lessons and tests comes in to see if we're ready for our icing, our toppings. Have we learnt from our previous cycle, right? So right now I feel you're in your rest period. They're trying to activate the emotion that unfortunately puts your life on repeat. So look at it outside of the box. I need to deal with this differently to how I normally deal with it because I want to pass this layer. I'm ready for my toppings. I don't want to prolong my timeline anymore because all they're trying to do is grant you something that you've been praying for. Okay? I always say the universe isn't working against you, they're working for you. The only way they can grow you is through emotional lessons. It's the only way they can develop you, through happy lessons and painful lessons. Remember, they read us through our energy, what color we're penetrating out of us. So this is why we constantly get the emotional lessons to see how we're glowing through this. Make sense? I'm just trying to give you something very magical. So let's right now, even though we can't see it tangibly, let's focus on what makes us glow so we can be ready for a topping, whatever that may be. Okay, we'll break it all down. Yeah, evolve your mind. We create our reality. Remember that. I talk about it all the time with manifestation. I'll be positive, I'll bring everything in. It's the same with negativity. I'm negative, I'll bring all that in. They're wanting you to evolve up here, okay? Just so they can release this for you. Oh, and I think you're doing very well with it. Because remember when I said it's like you understand what you're feeling. You're transforming. They're wanting to offer you a quantum leap right now. And I always say when that happens, can I be honest? When we're going through a powerful shift of a timeline, or when we've got those big glowing threads, manifestations coming in, it's not easy. Things go to shit. Okay? To really shift from something to another, things need to fall apart to make room. It's the tower. Things need to crumble to create forward movement so we can rebuild a stronger structure, okay, a stronger foundation. When we are quantum jumping, that ain't easy. They're wanting to open up something very beautiful for you. All right, let's just get one more. Two more. Nourish while waiting. It's you nourishing your shadow. Okay, 4, this massive breakthrough. Doesn't feel like it when you're in the midst of it. Again, and I'm sure you've heard me say this, whenever a big emotion like this comes over me, I'm like, what's the lesson? What am I learning from this? I see everything as a lesson because I know it's for a reason. Okay, see this as a lesson. All right, just want one more for your main focus and then we'll get back into what's around you and then we'll start breaking this all down. See, with the reading, and you are deeply committed. Beautiful. Manifesting your deepest desires. So let's clear out our projection. All in for what you love. You're about to be reawakened with lost hope. I don't think you see this one just yet, but this is what this lesson is preparing you for. Okay? But let's just get back into it. Okay, what's around this collective? So, this patience, good things come to those who wait, with caution. What's around this collective? Oh, God. Sneaky, sneaky. And again, I think this is what happens because that was a big focus in you right now, the way you're projecting about this person. You can see you love them, but you're closing your heart off. Like I said, I don't think, and don't make it fit, if this person toys with your emotion, it's not your collective. I think this has come out of nowhere for this collective, either through pride or an emotional surge that's come over you because they're trying to grant you something right now. So they're wanting you to heal your outlook on things, right? But remember, we had that deviation, the stalemate, but then your 4D mind, okay, it in turn, because you're fighting your mind and your heart so much, you start to put this person in the category of they've betrayed me, they're this, they're that, they're this, caution with this behavior, and it closes you off, right? So they're saying, open your heart. This will help you attract more love. you don't put this person in this category through their silence, okay? If you really have envisioned this in your 4D mind, that this will be ba 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 for the right collective, this is closing your heart off, is all I'm trying to say, okay? Distance. Commitment. This is what's around you. And I need to make it very clear. And I need to make it clear. This person's done nothing but just stay silent. Okay? I have to make that clear. I don't... Anyway. Do I feel there's a conversation coming? I actually do here. Hold on. Like, there's a reason you're going through what you're going through emotionally. So 6, let's do a week ahead then. Okay, so the week ahead. Spot. Okay, so this person's already in your energy. Someone's got their eye on you doing more research. Maybe this is why your frustrations come over you too. You might not know this person's lurking, but if they've just hit you like a steam train, feel that they're in your energy. Especially, everything I say is for a reason, right? And I always say this about soul connections. If this person's spying on you and you've had the urge, magnetic pull, to start spying on them, to find things out, whose energy are you picking up? Especially if it's come out of nowhere. So everything we say is for a reason. Don't give in to the urge. It's this person you're picking up on, okay? But luck is on your side. Doesn't feel like it right now for this collective. This collective, you're fed up, but just see your emotion in a different perspective and focus on the things that make you happy. Expectation, because that's been a main theme here. It could be something about pregnancy lingering around you as well, especially if you lost a pregnancy. Those two together is lost pregnancy for me, a conversation about this. And if you have lost a pregnancy, I'm sending you strength. But gotta stop. You could be having door issues. I want one more for that. Honeymoon phase. So maybe you had a honeymoon phase with this person, but that is waste of time, unavailable. But I think that's your outlook, because you're bewitched. So you're trying to be negative to soothe your mind, but that's not good. Okay, we don't need to turn into negativity to try and make our emotion feel better. It's not a good thing. Okay. All right. Hold on, my candle just went out. Hold on a sec. God, that went blank, but I was just wanting to check your true emotion here, right? For this collective, because like I said, I don't think this person... Anyway, I just wanted to check your new emotion, and these two came out together, and I really do think for a big chunk of this collective, this caution, don't overwork yourself, try and get out of frustration. I really do think this collective, unexpectedly, something's come across your table that you feel this person's in a relationship now, okay? I just have to say, because those two together took me straight back to it, all right? And like I remember I said, I just feel like this person's the ghost, okay? So for some of you, I do feel unexpectedly you have found something out. But for the other part of this collective, I do think you really want this to evolve. You do want that new phase with this person. And the emotion, like I said before, it's caught you off guard again, okay? And you're frustrated. Frustrated thinking about this action. Frustrated thinking about how much time you've wasted longing. There's something here about when it comes to the movement of this connection, it sends you in a tailspin. And there's that new beginning, fresh start. So you really do want this person to take a leap of faith. And again, if this is really your energy, especially because they're spying, and I'm feeling this collective, you're on top of this person's socials, or you're wanting to be, maybe you've even had acceleration. Should I just bite the bullet? Should I send them a message? Should I put my cards on the table? All right, that came to my mind as well. How are you feeling? Empress, but then you want to be in your stillness. You could think this person's really grown up themselves. Maybe you did see something and you think this person's shining a little bit, but I think you're fighting that temptation to move forward. Okay. But this is, and there it is, the chaos underneath the new love. For a huge chunk of you, that's where you're sending yourself. You found out something here. Okay. Chaos storm. Change. You're trying to transform expression. Maybe you're writing a lot of emotion down at the moment, but this is your feelings towards them. You are definitely wanting to just go blah, 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 this collective, but I think you fall back into, nah, I'm going to stay still. I'm not going to, you know, are you really fighting? Do I put my cards on the table? And I feel it's coming, but we will check their energy. And side note, you could have actually written a book. Yeah, this action, this is where... you really are missing this person. You're reminiscing right now, so you're going through longing. But I will say positive. Positive, even with all this, you're pulling yourself up. So it's probably improved emotion. Maybe a few months ago, or whenever your last point was, you did accelerate your emotion and you move forward instead of holding back. So that, you know, you're working on that codependence. You find inspiration from it. There's a part of this collective, I think you really think this person radiates. If you've got inspiration from this person, it's kind of like they're a bit of your muse in an odd way. I'm hearing it for a reason. Don't make it fit. And this really confirms when you're not in your emotion, you're not angry at this person. So like I said, I don't think this person's done anything to this collective, but stay in silence. Like if you find inspiration from this person, they're not there toying with your emotion. This is what the scenarios you've... Anyway, I explained it before. Sparkle. The awakening. So maybe there's hopes as well, because I always say the Kundalini, you guys really knock down all those hurdles once you activate and you awaken and you connect to your path. You start to sparkle. That's a focus for you in your main energy right now. The overflowing abundance and the what was it, the elephant. Maybe there's hopes that this person's doing the same. Okay, or maybe as well there's a part of you that hopes that they see your change through your awakening. All right, last one. No contact, again, silence. But you're wanting to break free. Okay, you definitely feel controlled by this. I can see that in the start. All right, let's really get into it. Let's see if this person does have a new... Let's see. Okay. First, I want to see this person's true emotion right now as we're doing this reading, how they're feeling right now. So this is for your week ahead. Okay, I always say sometimes these can be confronting, but... All right. See how this person's genuine emotion is. How are they feeling when they think of this connection themselves? How do they feel when they're thinking of this connection? Whoa. First card, grief. So they feel pain when they think of this. Abundance, they think about financial things as well. Maybe you lost a lot. They could have lost a lot after this separation. There's something here. I know I talk about internal abundance, but I was seeing pentacles with that. And that's a focus for you in an odd way as well. I think there's something about Pentacles tied into this love connection, and it would make sense with why you've got lessons right now of this person and abundance at the same time, especially if that impacted your connection in the past. So when they think of you right now, emotion, agony, but also something to do with finances. Make sense? Maybe they're not where they want to be in life. Like, you have hopes feeling wise that they're in their sparkle, they're radiating. They're indecision, so this is why they're spying. So if you have found something out, and this is why I say stay away from Pandora's box. Like, this collective, people can post anything online, doesn't mean anything. Like, the emotion here, this person's watching in, okay? They're in indecision, they're in pain, okay? So if you have come across something and this person looks like they're having the time of their life, BS, they're not having the time of their life. If they're sitting in indecision, they'd be fixating, they'd be ruminating. What do I do? What do I do? Grief over forgiveness. Will this person forgive me for the mess that I've made? Fear over the maybe, and that's another thing, and maybe this is why it makes them indecisive. If it has been a long time, you got distance and you got patience and this and that, and that's what's pissing this collective off, the time, how long you've been waiting, right? There's nothing that this person's actually done but made you wait, but you chose to wait because of what you created in your 4D mind, okay? But this person, through this time, when they think of you, it's like an open wound, right? So no matter how much time has been here, you still, memory of you, broken heart, right? And it makes them have so much fear because they're like, even after all this time, look at the emotion this person can still stir up in me. And this poor collective, it's exactly the same for you. But because you're in different bloody rooms, you can't see. It's my collective mirror in between you guys. You both feel the same, act the same, walk the same, talk this. It's like, but you don't see it. Okay? So right now, because they're hovering in on your energy, everything that's consuming them with pain, it's doing the same for you. But because your brain, and I say this all the time, what our brain archives in our mind's eye, we mistake it, what our brain tells us we deem to be true. And right now, for you to feel what they're going through, your brain is resonating it with your own emotion. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So this grief and this fear, will they come back? Will they this? Will they that? It's a projection from them, but it's like they're going over it in their own right? And it does make you indecisive. This collective, you're fighting your mind and heart yourself right now. This is why you just need to release it. You need to release it. Like, you can this person's full of fear because of how intense the emotion is still, okay? And that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. That'll never work in a relationship. Like, this looks like trauma. I'm scared of emotion. I'm scared of emotion. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. That, not a good pairing, because what they feel, it scares the shit out of them. You got to remember, whatever's on hold, whatever's stuck, whatever's hanged man in our life, and not just this, it's for a reason. Thank the heavens, okay? You're just being protected right now. It might not feel like it. It might not feel like it because you're overwhelmed by this person's emotion. Let's be real. They're protecting you. Okay, so again, everything I say. So there is something about abundance in this relationship that they go over. It's tied into the thought of you. So it's either I'm not good enough, I don't make enough money for this person, or maybe it's admiration a little bit over you and you soaring, which adds to the fear of, will they be chosen? Will they be accepted? But that's important. For the right collective, it's an important detail, because this is like it's a trauma thing for this person when it comes to money here. I'm going to be honest. I know that sounds irrelevant, but when they think of you, this comes up. The abundance in the relationship. Indecision. Guilt. So they're not stupid. So this person's aware. They know that indecision hurts you. They know, and I think they choose to be lonely. This person, if you really think, because that this person's in a relationship, they're feeling lonely. So even through their loneliness, they're still indecisive, which means this person's a little bit scared to give up their independence. Do I think, like, this is a few traits of a fearful avoidant here? No, not completely, but they've got some wounding of it. You can see it, okay? But they've got guilt. They know. This person's not naive, so they're self-aware, okay? And the train horn. Hold on a second. Hold on. I just want to confirm quickly how they currently, right now, their internal emotion. So they're reflecting. So again, they're self-aware. They're not like, they're not stupid. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. But I think it's them thinking, and that is another thing. If you just think this person's moved on and they're spying on you, I think they think you've moved on. They feel unclear about where you stand right now, where you are in life. I really do think this person struggles with a little bit of rejection trauma, because, like, look at the emotion here, but I think it's this. Like, will they be chosen? Hold on, I want one more. Like, now that I'm seeing it, just how, this always happens in readings, the energy, but I just feel all of the concerns you have are the concerns this person has. They're starting to understand your side of things. And again, that's another big detail. This person ain't stupid. They know where they've gone wrong. I see your side of the story. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. And then gossip. So there's been a lot of slander here and opinions. So they're still afraid of what other people think about your connection, which means you've got a societal issue. So let it be, you know, coming from marriages, sexuality, big age difference. There would have been a lot of opinions in your past connection. Like, as soon as I read that, that would have been like, okay, that makes sense. Not that that's valid, but this person still is a little bit of a, I don't want to say people pleaser, but they clearly, there's something about their pride. If they think of you and they're worried about what people will say about this connection, it adds to the fear here, which means, I don't want to say complete people pleaser, but clearly people's opinions matter to this person. Last one, secrets, but reminiscing, ruminating. They're reminiscing right now. So is this collective, but not in the most positive way. Just saying. All right. Okay. I want to see how this person, that's their feelings, but let's see how they feel towards you. And then I want to get message cards, intentions, and then we will see what's coming your week ahead, if there's any movement or if it's just more emotional lessons. Okay. How do they feel about you? You. Oh my God, you got those. You're mirroring. Sorry. So that's why they're worried about abundance. So they are seeing you sparkle. They are seeing you radiate. They are seeing you glow. Do they want this new start? Yeah. Are they scared? Yep. New chapter, fresh start, taking. So the emotions here, it's just is the movement here is the question. And again, if they're looking in and seeing you glow and sparkle, no wonder they're confused. I think this person thinks you've moved on. Bloody two peas in a pod. You're both stressing about things that don't need to be stressed about because you have no communication. Sorry, I have to say it. Bad communication, you two. That's your wedge. I feel this collective, it's like every time you guys have spoken, maybe it's just such a lack of understanding of each other's destiny. Holy moly. You're literally stressing over nothing, this collective. And that makes sense with your part. They're saying this is closing your heart off because you're creating something in your mind that you don't need to. You just need to focus on what you've got control over. You're putting yourself in a tailspin for no reason. Like, it's just because you don't have anything tangible. You're now starting to think you're crazy, wasting all this time, this, that. Like, it's a thought pattern that shouldn't even be in your brain. Okay? Truly. Just let it go. Because you're accelerating their fear, their confusion. They're as confused as you. On this, stop it. Stop it. On the same frequency. You're acting the same. You're acting the same, but in your own right. And twin flame, this person's not stupid. Destiny, twin flame, noticing your sparkle, wanting to take this leap of faith. And it's funny because I'm going to say it, it's come to my mind. I actually do think this person knows about twin flames. And just how I keep saying to you, you're picking up their energy. I actually feel this person says, am I picking up their energy? Like, that's what I actually feel that for this person's thought pattern, which means they're very aware of this journey. Which is good, because it means just like you put things into reflection that still need to be emotionally evolved, so does this person. Sparkle. They run from your sparkle. They're intimidated by you. So they still think you're too good for them. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. This is where their fear comes from as well. So your abundant path, they compare. How will this relationship work? How can I add to the table here? Big detail. This intimidates. They're scared of it. Okay, they think you probably have, creates the confusion. Where are you in life? How many suitors do you have? Are you, planning on building a foundation now? Are you about to get married? Are you about to have babies? Are you about to this? Are you about to that? Like, they look at you and they're like, why would you want me? Okay, and this collective, you are probably a single Pringle. You probably have not even looked in the direction of another suitor since this person. You're probably on a path of celibacy. See what miscommunication does? Oh, God. It's not about you not being, good enough for them or this and that. If anything, in their eyes, you're too good for them. And that's something they need to heal. That's worthiness. Okay? Your glow makes them run. Not your fault. And the universe is trying to get you even more abundant flow right now. So if they're already running about how you're sparkling now, something's about to be released. This person's going to be looking at you like, I missed the train here. Just saying. New beginnings. Beautiful. We love it. So they are healing. They're healing. We've got healing on the same frequency. Destiny. We still got the running boots on, which is not good. Not good. So trust the universe is doing this for a reason. But they're not stupid. To get a new beginning, they know things need to change. Aware. And I said that a few times. This person's not a... I feel they're connected. Highly connected. Destiny. But they're still avoiding. So you've got the runner and the avoidant here. Not time. Emotions here, movement, I don't think so. I will confirm with tarot, but that's what pisses this collective off, and it's for a reason. The universe isn't gonna give you... I did a reading on this yesterday. Do I think this person's an actual diagnosed, dismissive, fearful avoidant? No. Do I think they have a few tendencies because of their rejection trauma? Yes, I do. Okay. But that's not going to be released till it's properly healed, because you'll just repeat it. Trust in divine timing. It's not your ego's timing, it's divine's timing. Confusion. Intensity, love bombing. So I'm more seeing the confusion on the same frequency. Is it them? Is it me? Is it this? Is it that? It's eating them alive, just like it is this collective. Twin flame. I love you. Oh. Oh God. Don't have to stress, mate. There's clearly just some blocks here that this person still needs to work on. And you can see the same for this collective. Okay. You both need some things that you need to work on emotionally. All right. True intention. Yeah, right now, no. They're scared. Triggered. Literally. You're very triggered as well. I get so emotional when your name comes up, or so does this collective, or when I see something that reminds me of you. You triggered something inside of me that caused me to feel uncomfortable in my own skin. See the emotion outside of the box right now. Good. And I believe that for their energy. I do think they're turning to... Do I think they're meditating that... No. But do I think they're connected to spiritual practices? Yes. Do I think that they find enlightenment and good information and things of this journey? Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm healing myself through meditation and spiritual practices. It's the only way I can make myself whole. At least they're on that same avenue frequency as you are with the divine activation. I believe that. I just want one more for note. The fear of the ghosting, the lack of words, the lack of this, the lack of that. That is the fear guilt, which leads them more to, I can't do this. Again, that avoidant running energy. All right, let's get one more for no. How intense the love is that they still feel for you, it makes them scared. Okay, and this, when they get triggered and see how much you still have control over their heart space, they hate it. Okay, they don't like it. But divine timing, trust in, it's not your egos. This no is going to be there until the divine sees you get through your review period. This is all divine intervention at play. They probably don't even know why they stay away. It's the veils. I want to take action towards you. I want to talk with you, be with you and feel you. Please be patient with me, my love. I'll come back to you in divine timing. So with this, they want, I'm telling you, this person's probably like, why? It's the veils. The divine's got to see your emotion outside of the box. I say this all the time, and I guarantee for this collective, the same emotion always comes up when you're in this moment. So once they've come over you, they've triggered you, you've seen something, you felt something, this is your thought pattern. It doesn't work. Okay, change it. Last one. Small, so they can't give you enough. So that's where the abundance comes in. They're intimidated. I don't think this person is where they want to be financially. And that might sound irrelevant for the collective, but we say to really get into divine masculine strength, you need to be able to provide, protect your spouse. I don't think this person is where they are financially. They know all they can offer you is literally nothing, okay? And they don't like it. They don't like it. It's sad because this person's probably going over the damage that they've done here. And in their mind, and I'm not saying it's right, but they don't feel good enough for you. Like they're seeing you Empress, it's making them run away, right? So in their mind, they're probably thinking all the damage I've done, but I don't have my financial shit together. They might not even have a car. They might not even have a home. They could live with their parents or a friend. Like I just feel in their mind, they need to not just be better emotionally, but they need to be able to offer something to you for you to accept them. And you might not agree with that, but you can't help it. Like when they're thinking about you, Pentacles is involved. It's a fear of theirs. Literally, how can I give you a future? How can I give you a future when I can't provide you a future? Future focus. So because you glow, because you present like you have 9 of Pentacles, you have everything in life, you've created everything that, you know, you have, like they view you as an Empress. Abundant, stable, nurturing, caring. You attract everything in without trying. You're the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold. But what do I have? I got nothing. So I've hurt this person to the core. I'm still not emotionally changed the way that I feel I should be changed. They're very hard on themselves. And then when it comes to being able to provide for you, they feel they're lacking in that department too. And this collective, you're working yourself up in an absolute tangent for no reason, just because of the time. See the lesson is all I'm trying to say. Okay. I do really quickly, I just want to get a couple of message cards and then we're going to get your week ahead. Actually, no. I want to get, no. We're going to get what the universe wants you to work on energetically. Because you're both feeding fear into each other. Okay. I've hurt you and I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me someday and understand I was reacting in fear. What's been done has been done. This collective, you love this person, but you're holding on to the time away. You're holding on to the silence. You're holding on to whatever it is, and it's making you create a really murky version of this person in your heart, and it's closing you. You're starting to harbor resentment, and I always say we don't know when we're starting to build resentment. The time away is making you so angry at this person, and it shouldn't be, because it's happening for a reason. And I guarantee you have both said a lot of hurtful things, and right now, without you knowing, you're saying hurtful things in your mind when you think about them. So what's going to be happening? 4th of the 7th, 7th of the 4th. I'm praying you'll come back to me after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. That's them. That whole deviation with their fear and again, it might not make sense to you. It might not be valid to you, but that's how they feel. It's like literally this poor person feels they can't offer you anything. It's really sad. And this poor collective, you think you're not good enough. It's just, when we're talking, things just come out of my mouth and afterwards I'm not even sure why I said them. So you both need, and you can see it here, it's not, you'd be too reactive towards one another. Clearly this connection, I said it before, your communication skills are just kind of down the wazoo. So if that hasn't healed and you've got pain and you're holding on to pain and what's going to happen? Stupid shit's going to come out of your mouth and then you're going to be like, oh, why did I say that? Why did I act impulsively from frustration and anger? Why didn't I simmer down and really feel what I wanted to feel before I said it? Like, you need to ask yourself, are you really centered emotionally? Because we can see from the start, this is the lesson they're trying to show you. You rabbit hole. Doesn't work. Okay? And I think you're both as bad as each other here. You both just have verbal vomit. And then after the fact, you're like, why did I say that? And then you don't communicate about it, which would make it even worse. I'm not going to give in to fear. I know fear is only an illusion. You got 2 about fear here. It's all coming from a place of fear. Karmic ties. I'm not happy. Karma, behaviors, people or situations is playing a role in what's happening with me, and it's hard for me to see my way out. And that's another thing I say as well. You've got to remember, right? Let's just say you were like, my soul contract, this person's soul contract. They're in my soul contract. But, and I always say this about people, when you choose to date someone, you are not just aligning with that person, you are aligning with their baggage, their family, their friends, other situations around them, vice versa, right? Let's say this person's in your soul contract, right? All of the people in their life, they're also in your soul contract, and all of the people in your life, they're also in this person's soul contract. So just because you might think it's time for you, what about the puzzle pieces? What if, when you were initially together, these people interfered? What if there was baggage put into your connection by others, right? So you're not just waiting for your karmic wheel to come around and this person's karmic wheel. All these other people, their karmic wheel needs to come around too. It's not just about your time. It's about who's connected to your timeline and what way their wheel's going as well. Does that make sense? So the universe is saying this isn't just about you and this person. There's other things that need to be revealed in this situation. And you just have to be patient. See the emotional lessons. Don't try and rush a process. If you're choosing to wait, if you're choosing to wait, if you don't want to wait, don't wait. But if you're choosing to wait and put your life on pause, see it outside of the box. This isn't just about you and this person. There's other shit involved. Okay? I always say it's the rooms we're not in. And clearly the rooms you have not been in, you've been a topic of conversation. And what happens to that kind of energy when people talk about people that aren't in that room? Karma. Just trust. Okay? There's far greater things here going on behind the scenes. Than you know. Okay? The universe is saying just have patience. We're trying to make you be the best version of yourself. Stop thinking love's going to make you the best version of yourself. Then you get union. You are my true love, my heart and my soul. We know that. That's not the issue here. But because it's not tangible, it drives you crazy. Stop thinking about it. Mission. Focus on your mission. Just like you, I'm always doing some form of mission work. My energy and wisdom supports those around me. We love that. And another mission one. Our wisdom is unconditional love. Clearing our programming is a necessary part of opening our hearts. And this is all just past programming and trauma that's making you react and feel this way and vice versa. Last one, you've got 444 here as well. So you could be seeing a lot of that. Another mission one, 3 in a row. Like mission. That's what you need to focus on. I'm beginning to focus on my mission and our connection is a part of that. They're evolving. So are you. Might not feel like it right now. Last one. Oh, mirrors. 100%. You're mirroring everything right now. I'm tired of being away from you physically. I'm trying to process my fears so I can come back to you. So stop giving in to fear. And another 4. Every time a negative emotion comes over you about this situation that you know you're creating, focus on removing it, okay? And replacing it for something that makes you feel sparkle, your abundant path. Okay, they're really saying your mission is your key right now. That's what I felt in the very first part. They're trying to open a gateway for you that makes you feel abundant and shifts your focus from negativity to positivity. So focus on that, okay? I was just going to do the week ahead, but let's confirm. Yeah, week ahead, 1. All right, week ahead. Week ahead. What's coming in this week ahead? For you. We'll see if this person pops up. I don't think it's popping up this week, I'm going to be honest, but we'll see. Stagnation. So it's still stuck, but maybe this is the card of ghosting. So in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse. Ghosting, dormant, feeling restless, burnt out, stagnation. Maybe there's, hold on. Oh my God, with the 8 of Wands here. Communication, things taking off, movement, swift progress, alignment. But no, because you got Empress in reverse. So even if something was, it wouldn't make you, it's not right. You've got to pay attention to your body this next week. I always say it's our body's emotion that leads the way. It's our compass in life. There's no bigger sign than what we feel. Okay. Whatever is coming, 8 of Wands. All right, even if it is something to do with this stagnation, whatever, it's not going to make your body feel right, which means it's not time. And this is where a lot of people go wrong in the divine community. Every time you hear from this person, you're just like, yeah. There's There's clearly been a lot of emotional distance and time between this, right, collective, right? So let's just say, because I know I'm saying release for you both care about each other, it doesn't mean you can't have a boundary. So if this person comes in and however they communicate, it's showing you you're not going to feel right, or there's going to be other situations in your life, they're trying to make you work on communication and boundaries, okay? So this next week, you're going to have lessons of this. Trust your body. If your body is putting you in high alert, making you anxious, making you pace, making you feel uncomfortable, that's your higher self saying, red flag, warning, back away, this is going to make your trauma worse. Whatever's coming and rapidly this week, don't be blinded by the situation at hand just because this person's returned after a long time. You need to voice, you need to be transparent. And this is why I say you guys fall short. Hey, how you going? I'm going to unconditionally love you before I love myself, even though you've hurt me. So you need to say to them, I'm actually, be honest. I'm great. My heart's bumping from here to bloody China right now, but I'm not going to lie. This has been a lot of time. I've been overwhelmed. I can't keep excusing this. Whatever the case is, be transparent with how you're feeling, okay? Remember being angry and volatile, and you can't just come back when you want to and say how you feel. Be transparent. Be vulnerable, okay? Because whatever's coming, it's purposely not going to feel right for your body, because the universe is wanting you to see, are you a doormat? Do you just sacrifice everything in the hopes of companionship? Because even though I'm saying this person hasn't done anything since this, there's been silence though. So that needs to be spoken about. Can't be just blown over, okay? And by you opening up and being vulnerable about how you feel, hopefully that gives this person, and it might not happen in the moment, but it plants a seed that it's okay for them to be vulnerable. You've got to remember they're full of fear, guilt, like they've got some crazy emotions going on. But they're probably going to present very as well to make your body not feel right. You guys need to get off the layer of just and you need to get vulnerable. Communication's your biggest block here, so that needs to be soothed. And the only way to clearly communicate is open up with weaknesses, vulnerabilities, faults. It might not feel like things are coming into alignment in the moment, but it's a very important puzzle piece for things to come into alignment in the future. So do it right. Don't take the moment of bliss. Don't just think because this person's popping up, oh, everything's okay now. No, you've got a lot more hurdles to overcome. A lot. 10 of Wands. So it's going to make you feel overwhelmed. It's going to make you feel overloaded. So again, listen to your body. This next week, there is something rapid, and it's not just with this person. You need to work on your communication skills, how you create things in your mind, and boundaries are a big thing for you this week, okay? And there's something about your pentacles about to, and I felt that all the way through this reading, you're going to hit an achievement of some sort as well to help you refocus. This is something you don't even notice, right? The universe is trying to, and again, right at the beginning, I said they've got this path here that can distract you and make you feel good and sparkle, but you choose to fixate on the things that emotionally weigh you down that you've got no control over and put you into this, even though you've got such a beautiful path in your currently. So they're going to test you with this, which means you have a pattern in love because they repeat things emotionally to see if we hold the same pattern. When you're in love, everything goes out the window for the person that you love. You adapt to their time schedule. Maybe you take days off work. Maybe you just lose focus. It's like all in for love and then everything else out the window. So of course that's you can see the theme even with this connection. They think about abundance when they think of you. Your main focus, there's something about abundance when it's tied to them. So of course in this next week they're going to see, have you learnt the lesson? Why focus on something that overwhelms you? Mission, that other part, when you have something here that lights up your soul and lights up the world around you. This path makes you feel validated, it makes you feel seen, it makes you feel appreciated. You have people around you, a community around you that, like, I just feel you focus on, let it be loneliness, whatever. You're not lonely. You're not lonely at all. You're a 9 of Pentacles. You're an independent queen. King. If you can make someone make you feel lonely that's not even in your life, right? Imagine what they would do if they were in your life. They would distract you from your path. They're testing you with this, and you don't even know it. Right, collective, that'll make sense. Okay, so again, there's something beautiful achievement-wise coming in this next week. Hold on to that. And you will get a 10 of Cups here. So this 4 of Swords, it'll come, but not right now. Okay, you can't go from ghosting, stagnation, dormant to 10 of Cups. Woohoo! That's not how it works. Okay, and that's what people think with communication. I've just been treated like an absolute for however long. But boy, oh boy, when their name comes on my phone, even though I've been treated this way, I'm going to get a 10 of Cups. I'm going to get divine love. I'm going to get permanence. I'm going to get a secure relationship that feels stable. Ridiculous. Not how it works. Slow and steady. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because honestly, and I see this so, and I'm not like, no judgment, but I see this every day in our divine community. You're treated like this, communication comes in, oh, woohoo, because you in the background think that one message is going to lead you to a 10 of Cups after all of this trauma, resentment, damage that's been put in between you two. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Slow and steady. Communication does not mean 10 of Cups. I just want to make that very clear. And that's what you need to start deciphering in your body. You need to start understanding this so you can get past that layer and stand up for yourself. So this person, they're going to present Emperor in reverse. So isn't it funny? You got the divine feminine, divine masculine, but both in reverse. So you're not in balance with this just yet. They're going to present inflexible, maybe a little bit stubborn, because you got to remember they got fear, they've got guilt, they're scared, they're going to get rejected. So what are they going to do? Put their tippy toe in, because they're protecting their own emotion right now. You remember their spy energy. They're lurking. Wounded feminine. They're not in masculine energy, divine masculine. Otherwise, they wouldn't be stopping. And this person could have some really bad father issues. Or you could be having some things come up with father as well this week. But inflexible, undisciplined. I don't want to say this person's going to present aggressive, but very rigid, very kind of, I do feel that. Because every time they've presented like this in the past, I guarantee you this collective, you got explosive. You took it so personally, you either hit the block button. I just feel every time you guys have had a chance to try and bring this back in, you took each other's armor that personally, it became frictional, okay? And where now, like I said in the start, I just think this poor bloody chop is in the background scared, like literally scared to communicate with you because of their emotion. And how every time they've come in, it's just fallen apart because, again, you couldn't see through it. This has got nothing to do with this person not loving you. It's completely the opposite. But we need to get this energy upright because you're both about to come into alignment in reverse. It's not time for any union. I just want to make it clear. Speak your needs in a nice way. And even say that. Call them on their veil. Are you okay? Do I make you nervous? Why are you nervous? I've got nothing but pure love for you. I just don't understand why we've been going on this roundabout for so long. I don't know what it is about me that makes you feel you need to act this way. I've seen you at your raw, real self. You don't need to act like this around me. I don't want to make you feel unsafe. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't need to be those words. But instead of being like, oh, like just be open. Be open about how you're feeling in a tactful, kind way. Focus on not making this explosive because that's what scares this person. The intensity they still feel. So if they're met with intensity and friction, Good luck. You're on another 9-month cycle. Just saying. But again, don't fall short. They're going to make sure this is burdensome. See the lesson. Don't feel the world's working against you. But if you give in to this, now you're going to feel gullible. Okay? You're going to feel like, why was I so nice again? Why did I do it again? Stuck on the layer. It's a little bit alarming because I think this collective, you're 50-50, okay? But I promise you, if you don't put up a boundary here, and if you're not in the mind frame, enough's enough. I can't keep doing this. But like I said, clear communication, don't just prioritize your own emotion, and you give this person a chance, or you fall short to their breadcrumbing. You fall short, you choose to fall short and take that moment of bliss. You are going to feel like an absolute doing it, and then you're going to blame them, and you're going to harbor more resentment when they're coming in full of trauma. So if you excuse that full of trauma and it doesn't go the way you had planned, you can't blame them. It was your decision to accept the breadcrumb, is all I'm trying to say. Okay? Don't take the moment of bliss. Put up a boundary. I've seen you at your raw and real. I don't deserve this. I don't know what it is I've done, and I wish you could communicate it to me, what I've done to make you feel so broken around me. What is it that I have done that makes you present this way? Because I feel guilt for it, and I don't want that. I don't want that situation with you anymore. Give them an opening. Don't just blame them. What have I done? What have I done? Okay. And they might not say anything. They might just be like, nah, water off a duck's back. But again, you've planted the seed. You've planted the seed that you aren't Mr. Nice Guy anymore. That you deserve a lot more than this. Okay. And that a lot more too. No one should walk through life like this. Neither of you. It's not healthy. Remember, you truly believe you're meant to heal this out of each other. The only way to heal it is to not excuse it. Stop excusing it is my advice. So things that have been stuck and stagnant, there's something with your finances that's about to evolve this week. Important detail for the right collective. Don't make that fit. Finances ties into this connection. So every step of the way financially and with your love story, you would have been tested with the same things at the same time. Every point of communication, every point of whatever. Your finances gets tested with this. Let it be you get presented blocks because you try so abundant blocks, or let it be they come in, you choose to put a door, or you've stood up for yourself, which I don't think this collective has before. You get a flow with abundance because you're choosing. There's something here about abundance and this person ties in. Okay, don't make it fit. Important detail. But if you do this right, within a month, a complete change in direction, a new cycle begins. Don't give up. So it might feel like a complete lost cause in the moment, but things can change so quickly when you finally get them to burn to learn, just like they get you to burn to learn with rejection, abandonment, within a month. Like I said, this person's already healing and putting things into, evaluation, but it's just little things I think they're a little bit oblivious to, maybe. I don't know what the right word is. So again, stand up for yourself. My advice. All right, the whole reading resonated. The red thread's wanting to come out too, even though it's white, it's my red. You got both of my rapid moving charms here and the abundant charm. So again, another big sign, something you've been built. This is my building blocks pyrite. You've been building something for a long time. So you've got the chili pepper, which is also protection. You could wear a chili pepper, but I see that as very rapid moving with my lightning. It could come in a lightning storm, but it's to build from. So don't be in the moment like, oh, this all fell apart again. See it differently. It's going to feel like everything's just gone to shit. I'm going to be honest, but it hasn't, because you're finally standing up for yourself. You need to turn to the divine and trust. Okay? Just because you put up a boundary for yourself, it doesn't mean everything's falling apart. You're building something. All right? And be prepared for this person to disappear for a little bit again. like a month, maybe they come back in 2-3 weeks. You got to remember they're scared shitless. So them feeling rejected by you, they're going to shut down, and that is okay. Okay, they need to go through the process. Otherwise, this relationship would never work. You are protected. When this comes over, maybe cleanse out your home, have a salt shower, salt bath, the sage and salt bath shower. Get rid of any old things in your house. Completely do a purge of your home. But again, reinforcing, it's not going to feel good in the moment. So see the lesson in the moment. Third of the sixth, sixth of the third. So we're past the sixth, aren't we? Sixth of the fifth, fifth of the sixth, fifth of the second, second of the fifth, 25th of the sixth. 8 by itself, 888, 15th of the fifth, 6th of the fifth, 5th of the sixth. All right, I love you guys. I will be on TikTok later. Lots of fun.